I can do a quick review about the game considering how long I played. Okay. That's what I can do. Because I don't intend to farm. Name of the game would be... I forgot. Fury Unleashed. Alright. Story. It's done as a comic book. It's just there to justify the shooting. It's classic story from the 80s. And this would be my rate. Bugs and optimization. 0 bugs, 0 glitches, works well. Fast loading screens, perfect freaking game as far as that goes. 10 out of 10. Game time. I managed to reach the final boss in under 3 hours. The final boss of the game. And you need to kill him 3 times because it's a different boss every time. From chapter to chapter. You wanna do it all? Mini bosses that are left in 3 hours. Then 4 main bosses are left. From chapter to chapter. Every chapter has 3 bosses, and there are 3 chapters in total. 3 main bosses. Okay. There's Alien chapter, Netsis chapter, and I don't know what, Aztec chapter. Okay. 3 different comic books. 3 different chapters. With 3 maps each. So I guess 9 or 10 hours. It really depends how you play the game. Considering how many upgrades there are and how much skill points you get. I doubt you can max this out without 10 hours of farming. And then bosses will become easier. The price of the game is $5 only when it's on discount. That's what I would pay for it. $5-6 for the amount of money. I say it's 9 out of 10. Not to mention there is a replay value if you play in co-op, because the game was made for co-op. It was really made for co-op. You have good fun, to shoot stuff, to laugh. Game difficulty. Not an easy game, not a hard game. Something in between. Again, game difficulty is basically how much you're willing to farm for the skill tree. Alright. Upgrade damage, upgrade health drops, upgrade grenades, upgrade your stump, and so on and so forth. It's definitely... There is an easy mod, and there is a hard mod. So, I played on hard mod, and I reached the final boss in 3 hours. That doesn't mean that the game is easy. Far from it. 8 out of 10. Maps and graphics already said. 3 chapters, 3 maps per chapter equals 9 maps. With a lot of variety. I mean, it's a 2D shooter. So... as far as graphic goes, cartoonish. Fits the game well. You can clearly see when enemies shoot at you. You can clearly see how to avoid damage. All of that is done well. Animations are solid. Minimap is good, very good, with addition of fast travel. UI is also good, considering you just switch melee and ranged weapons with some trinkets that give you various stats. 8 out of 10. Gameplay. Classic shooter, 2D shooter. Roguelike 2D shooter. You die, you get stronger, you go back, and you kill. There are cosmetics, there are different type of weapons. It's very, very fast paced, including bosses. Main bosses, mini bosses, doesn't matter. It's extremely fast paced. It's like if you would make a roguelike out of Contra. Or even better, if you would make a roguelike out of Metal Slug. That's what the game is. Basically, that's the gameplay. Roguelike out of Metal Slug. There are some tricks from, for example, from Dead Cells. From classic roguelikes with Contra-like Metal Slug gameplay shooting. Right. It's fun. It's fun. I had fun. It's fun. Especially, I guess, in co-op. 9 out of 10. For what it wants to be, it's fun. Leveling and itemization. For such a small game, it has good skill tree. Everything it needs. Okay, health upgrades, damage upgrades, grenade upgrades. Combo meter upgrades. With combo meter you get more money to buy more stuff while you play. Better weapons, better trinkets, and so on. There are cosmetics. Okay, with who you wanna play with, change colors, and so on. There is the starting loadout with weapons, ranged and melee, as well as all of those weapons that you can find along the way. There's stats, there's enemies, a lot of enemies. Bosses, main bosses, mini bosses, overall stats, story, and all items that you can find. There are plenty of items, helmets, armor, melee range weapons, grenades, health boosts, armor boosts, so you receive less damage. Once you're done, you get experience. With experience, you get skill points. With skill points, you spend them here, then you hurt more, or better to say, your next run is always gonna be easier than the previous one. Nothing innovative here where we want to be. It's fine. It's really fine. NPCs and enemies. One NPC in a game for the main story and the main protagonist. Fury. The game was done like a comic book. Enemies variety is quite solid for 9 maps. There are a lot of mini bosses. A lot of main bosses. Classic, like you're back in 80s, 90s. Those type of fights. Kill them, shoot them until they die. And avoid projectiles, explosives, and so on. From enemies, there's everything, okay? Small annoying shit, big bastards, tanks, Nazis, aliens, plants. Everything that you can imagine. For this type of game, there's everything. 7 out of 10. Music and sound. What was the music? metal. But forgettable metal. I like music, but it's but it's forgettable. I love metal. It fits the game well. No voice acting. 90s sound effects. But classic. 7 out of 10. Above mediocre game. Okay, more towards good than towards mediocre. Do the count. $71 points. 7.8 out of 10 for the Fury. Was it Unleashed? I forgot. Keep forgetting names of games because I play a lot of different ones. How would I revolve this for single player? This is like objective score. For single player, it's 7 out of 10. For co-op, probably 8 out of 10. It's good fun for co-op. Just like this. There's nothing else left to say about the game. Like, if I was 15 or 20 years younger, I would love to have this. And I would play it a lot. But considering I've seen way too many like this, I probably won't finish it. One of the very few games that I won't finish. Not that because the game is bad, but I don't have time. But I like it. I really like it. It takes some time to get used to controls. That's what I wasn't talking about. It's a bit weird. You don't have controls like in other games on a gamepad. You shoot with right analog stick. Okay, just by clicking right analog stick you shoot. You do not drop by holding down an X, like in all other platformers. You just drop down like this. Okay. Let me... It's a bit weird to get used to. So, first time I see this weapon. So, just going down will get you down without pressing X. Okay, same applies now for shooting, as you can see. Holy shit, the weapon's crap. What else? Considering that you shoot on right analog stick, aiming is good. I think you have aiming assist in this game. That's how it looks like. It will take around an hour, if not even more, for someone to get used to it, especially those that play Metroidvania. Because definitely it's not same controls, it's more like old school controls. Very weird to get used to. But it's a fun game. It's really a fun game. That's all I gotta say about it. Not bad at all. I see a bit of doom here. You can get used to the game, yeah, but it's gonna feel weird. Definitely gonna feel weird. But you can get used to the game.